I'm here on day 2 of NBX with our Elite Men's 3rd place finisher and series overall leader, Curtis White. Curtis, a little bit of a different day out there today, a little bit more of a larger group together for a longer period of time.
Yeah, some rain came in and made the course a bit heavier. With all the routes out there, they were pretty hidden by the mud and the puddles. It just made for, there were a lot of unexpected obstacles coming your way. So you really had to be attentive. Hyde and Carey were riding really well today. I tried to stay with them, but I wasn't on the best form today. I don't think I recovered as well as I could have from yesterday. But I mean, one bad day out of the entire series. I'm not too disappointed in the grand scheme of things. Going undefeated in the series wasn't something I was too focused on. I just tried to bring my best to the start line, and this weekend with it being a C1, there were a lot of fast guys bringing their A game, getting ready for nationals. So I think it was a treat to kind of race at that level.
I'm here on day 2 of NBX with 2nd place finisher for the Elite Men, Carey Warner. Carey, a little bit of a different day out there today with some weird weather, temperatures rising, some thick mud, and a little bit more of a group racing dynamic than there was yesterday. Take me through some of the early laps and how things played out.
Yeah, so I mean, like, the mud definitely, yesterday I felt like there was there was tons of grip, and the turns and everything didn't really separate anybody. I think, like, maybe trying to stay light over the roots and stuff did, but today was a whole different ball game. It was like it was a fine balance between putting power down and slipping out, and the roots were still very much a factor today. I think some of them were even slipperier. Yeah, it was just, I mean, it was a good old-fashioned mudder today. First couple laps, we went out with Steven, and there was a group of 4 of us, and then it kind of just split.
And so Steven just kind of powered away from you guys at some point there. There wasn't any like decisive attack or move that happened today?
No, I mean, like, Steven and I were trading turns at the front early, and that kind of separated, I think, Powers first, and then Curtis, and then I think later on in the race, I just kind of got a little gassed. I don't know if it's just like a little bit of fatigue from the last training block or what, or Steven's just coming on really strong going into nationals, and yeah, it's like the last 2 laps he kind of just got away from me, and that was all she wrote.
go.
I'm here on day 2 with our Elite Men's winner, Stephen Hyde. Hyde going 2 for 2 this weekend.
Yeah, today was a much different course, much different conditions. You know, I'm really proud to see New England holding it down and reversing the courses and making 2 courses day in, day out. That's just a really big plus for us as racers. So the course was really, really good. It was really heavy. It was very technical with all the routes, with the ups, downs, shorts. Like it's a difficult course, and it's a big mix of really flowy turns and difficult terrain. So today's course was more driving and big slow acceleration and steady state work. So haven't really been able to do this kind of work, to be honest. So I wasn't necessarily sure how it was going to play out. We had a big group. Carrie's very good in these conditions. Curtis is very good in these conditions. Jack Kisselberth was out there, and Jeremy got the whole shot and just went for it. And yeah, it was a whittled down group. I mean, there was gaps coming off. Carrie would leave me and Curtis, and I just had to, okay, it's cool, just breathe, and you know, you'll get back on. It was one of those days. Patience really paid off. Was just trying to really like focus on finding the good lines and staying really, really consistent so that I could just keep my heart rate down a little bit more than it could be. And so when we came down to the up-down section after the barriers, which is very difficult to ride, all of those sections back there were very difficult to ride. You know, I came into it with a little tiny bit of a gap, and I just happened to nail it on that ride. Like no forced acceleration or anything, but I just happened to nail it. I got a good speed out of it, and I was able to hold that gap for you know, I guess 3 laps. So yeah.
Let's talk about how I beat you yesterday.
Let's talk about how I beat you today.
Let's talk about how I took a little nap to allow for that to happen.
We have a running tally on the team. It really helps the team dynamic that we keep tallies of who wins based on placing throughout the season. I will point out and gloat that I am actually just murdering Rebecca right now.
I will point out and gloat that on the other side of the old pond, the tables will turn.
Well,
my non-Euro-blooded friend.
Don't count your chickens before they hatch, Rebecca, as they say.
We'll have to see what happens on the other side of the pond.
Stay tuned.
Congrats,
Goodbye.
Carrie.
Thanks.